everyone, today I'm here to discuss e.l.f. Cosmetics and a poorly received ad campaign. But first let's discuss who is e.l.f. Affordable cosmetics since about 2004. What does that mean? Well, that means that you would find e.l.f. pretty much only in a drugstore or a dollar store. And it also means that when they first started out, their products were pretty hit or miss just because of the price point, right? You're not getting the same quality that you would get if it was prestige makeup. But, you're getting something that works. Which is why it's so special to people because as they were getting started with makeup, e.l.f. was the foundation of a lot of people's makeup kits and of their makeup bags, right? So it's where a lot of people started. And because of that, a lot of people really liked their makeup because even if it wasn't always amazing quality, you were only paying $1 to $3 per item. And over time, they did increase their prices. However, they did also increase their quality by a lot and started making copies, basically, or dupes of more popular and expensive products so that they would be more accessible. e.l.f. unfortunately did tarnish their reputation because they did an ad campaign with a man named Matt Rife. Matt Rife is a comedian. He was on Wild 'N Out as well, which was on MTV. But what makes people really not like him, and this just kind of hit the nail on the head for a lot of people, was that he made a domestic violence joke during a Netflix special he had. The joke he said was about the hostess not working in the kitchen at a restaurant he went to with his friend, and he made fun of her for having a black eye, and he said, and I quote, "I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye." This really upset people because especially with the political climate from 2023 when the joke was made and to 2024 or 2025, when the ad came out, it just left a bad taste in people's mouths. But also because of the political climate, with all the Manosphere podcasts where they discuss how they think a woman should dress or think or look like, right? A lot of sexist things and misogyny there. And of course with, the overturning of Roe v. Wade, there was especially a lot of political tension at that time when the ad came out and then also when the joke was made, right? So the ad that they made was, it featured Matt Rife, of course, and it was sort of poking fun at rising prices and, how makeup is expensive and has been expensive. So the whole idea was that e.l.f. Or the lawyers were going to defend you from spending too much money on makeup. But the problem is that a lot of people, again, did not receive it well because, this man who had made a joke about domestic violence was trying to sell them makeup. And this is only about 2 or 3 years after that joke was made, which some people might say, oh, well, why didn't people just move on? He probably, whatever. But the thing is that a lot of the people who are customers for e.l.f., and obviously not all of them, but a lot of the customers are women. And, domestic violence is something that a lot of women do have to overcome, unfortunately. And, that's obviously not every single woman on the earth, but it is a fear for a lot of women, and then it is also something that kills women, right? So why would you want to give your money to a company that's using somebody who made fun of such a dark and intense subject, right, to sell you makeup, right? Why would you want to support that? So e.l.f. actually ended up getting a ton of backlash, and a ton. And even now to this day, under ads, I will see people still saying I'm not buying from them because of the Matt Rife ad. That's how intense and how seriously people took that, right? And rightfully so, because let's be real, a lot of the a lot of women, that subject is so close to home that, or see a company that you love so much, use somebody who, again, made fun of that, it just kind of hurts, and it feels, it feels disingenuous, and it feels like they didn't even care to do a Google search on who they're letting promote their product, right? So, of course, e.l.f. Apologized, but unfortunately, a lot of people did not receive the apology well because the wording made people feel like it was disingenuous, and that was quite unfortunate because, again, a lot of people really loved e.l.f. and really loved how it was affordable and how it was, they made dupes of other products, right? Or they had a certain product that they really loved, but they're not going to buy from them anymore because of that, right? And in the apology, Elf states, and I quote, "You know us, we're always listening, and we've heard you. This campaign aimed to humorously spotlight beauty and justice. We understand we missed the mark with people we care about in our elf community. While Elfino and Schwarns closes today, we'll continue to make the case against overpriced beauty." End quote. I honestly don't blame people for feeling upset by that apology, and to be honest, if I were in charge, I would have gone a completely different direction with that apology. So how would I have fixed it? Well, personally, first, make sure to Google everything. Google every single person, Google every meaning, every single, phrase, person, any sort of symbol or anything that could be taken a certain way, right? Just make sure you know where stuff is coming from, or you know who a person is before you hire them. If I was the person who wrote the apology, I definitely would have focused on the domestic violence aspect, because what people are looking for from brands when they apologize is their integrity, number one, and them owning up to what they did, right? People don't like it when you just dance around things. So that's definitely what I would have done. I think that would have been received better, and that would have helped help their brand image look a lot better after that incident. Definitely, as a bonus for the apology part of it, I would make sure that we promise to donate a amount of proceeds to domestic violence shelters, or a cause that helps women experiencing domestic violence, because I feel like that shows that we're actually sorry about it, and we're not just saying that so that people will keep buying our stuff. Because again, people don't like it when, apologies don't have any substance, right? And especially from brands we're giving them money. We want to see brands that care about us, brands that care about people around us, right? Care about causes that we care about.